Hi guys, it's Lissa. So this is what the signs do to learn about themselves. Aries, you're going to find yourself through fun, memes, parties, and enjoyment and excitement, and sometimes recreational drug use and alcohol. And if something goes wrong, they learn about themselves. Something goes right, they learn about themselves. They push themselves to the limit of fun. That's where they find who they really are. Taurus, self-exploitation and hedonism. Yes, they can push their bodies now to the pleasureful limit. See maybe how much sex they want, or how much food they want to intake, or how much pleasure they can actually withstand. Like a gigantic hug of hedonism. And they find who they are through that, whether good or bad. Gemini. Gemini is going to find themselves through art, such as creation or music. And I think most Geminis understand that. They're going to hear themselves through a song. Maybe we all feel through music, but a Gemini is going to learn about who they are through that song. This song's going to mean something because it taught them about a part of them. Break their mind apart and show them face to face like who they are. Cancer, basically emotional intimacy. And I'm not talking about sexual intimacy, I'm talking about emotional intimacy. So a lot of times that means like with a woman, immersing yourself in an emotional connection with another person. And that can even mean an animal. They learn about themselves through that. Leo is going to learn about themselves through sexual conquests. This is not about sexual intimacy, by the way. Again, I want to make that clear twice. They are a lion or a lioness, and they attack something. They just need to overpower it, to outlive it, to win over it. And in that way, like how a dog will just like start humping another dog, like that's their sexual conquest. They're like, I am more powerful than you are. That is how the Leo learns about themselves. Who are they more powerful than? Virgo. Virgo learns about themselves through eating and drinking, through food, through what they like, through like almost like a travel blog. That's how they learn about themselves. The meticulousness of what pieces of this puzzle in my mouth do I not like. Saffron changed my life because it opened up my world to who I am. Right? I mean, saffron. I have literally no idea what saffron tastes like. I just think it's a cool word. What kind of special drinks? My taste buds. Who am I? The mouthfeel. Libra. Libra learns about themselves through watching movies. There's nobody who will feel the most from like a quote in a movie and be like, that's me. I just learned about who I am. Like movies change Libra's perception of self because it's just something that they can like watch. They're so detached from things that it's hard for them to learn through any other way than somebody who's completely not them, that they can maybe find themselves in and then be like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm like that. Scorpio. Here we got sexual intimacy. Okay, the Scorpio learns about themselves through sexual intimacy. Connection that is with somebody that they really want to be with. I mean, if they don't want to be with them, they're going to learn about themselves in a negative way, right? It's a give and take. The sexual intimacy itself is what shows a Scorpio who they are. Sagittarius learn about themselves through finding new faith and enlightenment. They thinking outside the box. The Sagittarius is going to be like the first, or anyone with Sagittarius placements, like the first one to like discover astrology in their friend group and be like, so I learned about myself through the stars, because that is what teaches them outside the box thinking, to be able to break out of their little hole that they were born in and to like see the world and bring it in. Now they might go out there and be like, you know what, I saw this part of the world, it's not me, and take it back, but they only learn about themselves through making it out there in the first place. The Sagittarius that hasn't gone anywhere or isn't necessarily going to know anything about themselves. Capricorn. Capricorn is going to learn about themselves through chemistry, something that makes their body react. Meaning like touching the fire, to know that it's hot, to get out into a moment, to feel the anxiety or the panic, to touch another person. Like what are those things that make them feel like they're living human beings is what's going to teach the Capricorn about who they are. That they're not a robot, that they are a feeling, breathing thing. Aquarius, it's about pleasuring oneself. So what is the Aquarius like? Knowing that by exploring the self. And maybe like in the Virgo way of like, I know myself through this flavor. They know themselves through their own hand. Like, what do they like? And it's not just sex, okay? It's everything. Like, whatever they bring through them, They visualize it and they take it in or they reject it depending on what they discover about who they are. Pisces, they learn about themselves through structure and rules as religion or some other organization. Because Pisces has no structure and no boundaries, right? It's hard for them to learn about who they are when they are released. You know, have you ever seen Lucy and her hand starts to just like go away? She's like losing herself. That's like what a Pisces is. You need rules and structures of the physical life, like the balance of the walls and the structure. You might see a Pisces go through multiple different organizations or religions throughout their life, trying to find who they are by what system of rules most closely resembles their own and gives them boundaries, like a physical boundary. That is all I have to say about that. And thank you so much for dropping by, and I will talk to you later.